I'm in Salad and I saw Cinderella. It is directed by these three dudes. Oh my goodness, their names are cool. If you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. Why haven't you seen this movie if you haven't seen this movie? This is the 1950 one, not the 2015 one, although I think I should review that too. If you think I should, leave a comment below. Spoilers ahead. Sponsored by my Linktree. Now, on with the review. The movie starts with the saddest thing ever, okay? Stepmothers. And the father dying. And Cinderella is kind of stuck with her stepmother, who's like, you're too pretty. You're gonna do art in church because I'm jealous of your pretty. That's exactly what she sounds like. And I find this kind of sad because it's like, oh no, because she's pretty, she's wasting her life. She could be like an OnlyFans girl, man. Like, why are you denying her this? I guess OnlyFans didn't exist in 1950 or whenever this film takes place. I actually don't know when Cinderella takes place. If you do know, let me know in the comments below. But anyway, so there's this prince. He's like, I want to get married. Well, he doesn't want to get married. Basically, the king's like, you gotta have some children right now. I'm about to die, and I need an heir to the throne. Give me some children right now. And then I really like the part where he's like, fine, okay. All right, let's just round up everyone. Okay, all right, cool. And then there's like this lineup of chicks, right? And I really like how Cinderella is forced to go home, stay home, doing chores. Also, I really like the rat friends, the mice. I think they're called mice. I really like the mice friends. They're really cool. Like, I'm a big fan of their chillness and how open-minded I keep trying to say Snow White because I'm in the Snow White costume. Cinderella. I really like how Cinderella is like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of y'all, I'm gonna take care of everyone, I'm gonna be super nice even though everyone else hates me or just is jealous of me. I think that's what's the issue here, is that people are jealous of her. But like, Cinderella isn't really that pretty. Not gonna lie, I said it, that's the hot take. She's not the most pretty, but she definitely is prettier than like literally everyone else in the film, including the prince. So I also really like how she's like, oh, I'm gonna go to the thing. I'm gonna go find a dress. And then like, whenever her stepmother and her stepsisters find out, they're like, no, you're not allowed to have love. You're supposed to be your slave. Stay here. And then, you know what happens? Well, she gets sad and all that stuff. But what's even more fun is I really like, there's a ball, right? And Cinderella is just dedicated to go to the ball. She wants to go to that ball. She wants to meet the prince. She wants to have a nice little time with him, right? And this is where the fairy godmother comes in. And I really like fairy godmothers. They're like, oh, let's make you a dress, okay? What color? Oh, you like this blue? Okay, enjoy this blue dress. And I like this because, Cinderella and Snow White are very similar in the fact that they have stepmothers that hate them. But like, in this difference, there's a nice little like party to go to. Snow White, there's no parties, so this is clearly the better film. And there's like a ball, right? And I like the little ball that they go to. The prince is like, oh my goodness, like, you know, that stuff. Like, he does a little soy jack thing. Whenever he sees Cinderella, he does. It's Cinderella right there. He just does that, and then they have a nice little time. I also like how, I think it's the Duke, he's like, no one is allowed to interfere with their love until midnight, and then Cinderella runs away, like, and I'm like, no, don't run away. He's gonna see that you're poor. Oh no, I don't know. Also, I think she ran away because the stepmother and the stepsisters who hate her so much are going to be like, we're going to dunk on you for going onto that ball. And, you know, she loses the glass slipper. How sad. She keeps the other glass slipper. How nice. Personally, I wouldn't use glass slippers because they break. What if they broke while you're walking on them? Then you have glass shards in your feet and then you can't walk. That sounds terrifying. This is terrible, terrible, terrible. What is it called? Fit. Terrible shoes, terrible decision to wear glass. But anyway, who cares? We need a glass because we see a glass slipper, right? And everyone is like, oh my goodness, whose glass slipper is this? Ooh. And it's obviously Cinderella's, but we have like, the prince is like, yo, we gotta see everyone who has that glass slipper. You gotta go to the people. You gotta put them on their feet. You gotta touch their feet. You gotta really massage their feet. Make sure it goes into the glass slipper. And I'm like, is Cinderella's shoe size unique to her? Like, really? Imagine if you were, I don't know, the prince and you found a chick who wore the same size as Cinderella. And then like, oh, we're marrying you now. And meanwhile, Cinderella is just like in forever indentured servitude. Is that what it's called? Slavery? I think it's more like slavery, honestly. She's also kind of meek, so I think she definitely needs to stand up for herself, the Cinderella. But no, everyone has big feet except for Cinderella, including the stepmothers. And then Cinderella is like, oh, I want to try my feet. And then I really like the part where the stepmother's like, no, and then breaks it. Like, no shoes for you. But I have the other one, says Cinderella. And then the prince slips it on her feet. And then they have a nice little time and get married and have a honeymoon and all that stuff. That's the end of the film. And I'm like, why does the film always stop when we're just seeing the honeymoon phase? Because the honeymoon phase does not last, okay? Like, oh, we're having a nice, great time. Oh, yeah. My partner is so perfect. That's the honeymoon phase. What happens after that? Give me 3 years after what even happens at all in this movie, like in the relationship. Give me 3 years after, and I want to see them fighting. I want to see their fights. I want to see what they bicker over. Hey, you left the seat up. Oh, wait, whose voice am I doing? I guess I should do Cinderella. Hey, you left your seat up. Put down that seat right now. And then the prince is like, no, I'm the prince. You do not tell me what to do. Something like that. You know, this film is very fun. It's fun to look back at it again. I've seen it a couple of times. I rewatched it recently. And honestly, I really, really hate the stepmother and the stepsisters, and I think the movie is like, yo, you're supposed to hate them. I like Cinderella. I like Cinderella's like character progression from being meek to, I guess, still meek. She is still meek. Where is her character progression? Imagine she's like with the prince now and she's still as meek. Okay? You're just gonna let him push you around, I guess? I don't know. I think she definitely needs to get more assertive with herself. Other than that, other than Cinderella needing to assert herself more, and everybody else, I don't really see any other character progression in this movie other than Cinderella, and Cinderella is barely any character progression. I really like the colors. The colors are so vibrant, and how this movie is animated is also top notch. I'm like, beautiful. I absolutely love the color work, color choices. And is there anything else that I gotta mention about this movie? Nothing that comes off the top of my head. Those are pretty much all the notes that I have for this movie, so I gotta give this movie a solid 7.5 out of 10. If you like this review, want another one, YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed on a channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. All at patreon.com/ASEPresents, and if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grind of all these daily movie reviews. So you can go here, and until next time, I've been I'll see you later, my croutons and big bits.